My name is Tulane Patterson, and I am a Lynchburg native. As a younger man, I had a desire to serve. And so I took a job as a security guard at a retirement community. And I worked in that retirement community, worked my way up to being vice president of that retirement community over the years. And during that period, I was doing my MBA at night at Lynchburg College, and I remember I was in a class, and the class was really discussing the purpose of a business. And what I realized was the purpose of a business was offer a good or service that was of value to the community that somebody would be willing to pay for. And about that same time, I was in a meeting with our marketing department at the retirement community, and we were discussing the marketing focus. And I remember we had a consultant who said the focus of marketing here is to convince people to move out of their home. And I remember reading an article that says that 95 to 98% of seniors want to stay at home. And I scratched my head and I said, if the purpose of business is to give a service that people want, and yet we're here in this business trying to get people to move into our community, which they don't want, then there was a disconnect. So I began to research senior care at home. And after a couple of years of research and hard work, I created a business plan, and the focus of the business plan was to help seniors stay at home. And that was the beginning of Generation Solutions. As a new upstart business, we leaned on and coveted any help that we could get to get started in a strong and safe manner. And so we opened in the Business Development Center, which was started by the economic community of Lynchburg, the city of Lynchburg, and others. And that was a huge part of our initial success because we were among others who were starting, so we were encouraged by each other, saw successes, and we were supported when we were struggling with things. We had people who could give us advice, and we were able to share resources. And so for the first 3 years of our business, we were in the Business Development Center, and that was a huge part of launching us as a successful business in Lynchburg. Success for us is being able to build a workforce that can provide the care that meets the needs of families. And I can say that after 18 years of being in business, we've got some employees that have been with us 15, 16, 17 years. And that's just one of the things I'm most proud of, is the fact that not only are we caring for people who need health care, but we're giving jobs. And we're taking care of them and their families by offering a pay and insurance. And so success for us is people, caring for people, enough clients to keep people busy and employed, and meeting a need in the community, people caring for people. One of my recommendations for anybody in considering business is to be flexible and just to know that there are things that are going to happen you're not going to be able to predict, and not let that get you down, because stuff is going to happen. And it happens when you're dealing with employees, it happens when you're dealing with clients. So you do your best to prepare, to have cash reserves, to have insurances, and to have procedures and policies. But even with that, you just don't know the things that might come towards you. So you just need to be flexible and prepared. The hardest part about being an entrepreneur is really managing your emotions. You go into business and you have all this excitement about what you can do and business opportunities and processes and success, but the reality is it is a roller coaster ride. When things are great, you have to keep yourself humble. When things are bad, you have to keep yourself encouraged, and that is very difficult at times. And so to me, I think it's managing your own ability to manage yourself, and you need a support group. People around you who encourage you and are cheering you on and wanting to help you be successful. And that's why it's so important for a new business to start where the owner is comfortable and feels at home. There's a certain amount of trust in starting a business where you grow up and you know people. So it was not a question of whether I would start this business in Lynchburg. The question has been, how far outside of Lynchburg would we grow? And we are already in Roanoke and considering other communities. But Lynchburg is home both to myself and my family, but also to our business. There's several things I would tell somebody who's starting a business in Lynchburg, Virginia. One is to start a business, to have the courage to do it. If you have a dream, take that step and do it. The other thing is because it's a small community, we all of us will work together to help you get started and be successful in a manner that really benefits not only you, but it benefits the whole community.